Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team ban. Radiant team pick.
Invoker.
Dire team pick.
Vengeful spirit.
Gyrocopter.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining.
And ready. All right. Hello, Dota TV.
5
Hello,
seconds remaining.
the joint Dota Red stream. I will be your caster today. Mopbax Dragon Drop had some issues at the last moment here, so we've managed to throw together some sort of a stream over here. And it's going to be TNC versus Execration. The draft just getting underway here. They're flying through the picks. Only used 13 seconds of the reserve time so far, so very early gyrocopter pick coming in from TNC, but not too much of a surprise. One of the heroes that they've been known to go towards, but they are going to be up against the Invoker and the Nature's Prophet. So there's already plenty of global presence. You might see some Zeus bands come out here. A couple different options available to Execration in that sense. You know, you can head into your Zeus and all sorts of fun heroes.
Radiant
oh, we're getting some fun little Twitch issues apparently. All right, I guess we're fine now. Twitch was just doing its kind of casual stuff. That's fine.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team ban.
This is just your typical trying to get together a stream in the last moment here, but other than that, not too much global presence banned out here. Plenty of options left here for Execration, and we will get the Drow. So SE8 Dota, if she's not banned out in the second phase, there are plenty of teams that will look towards the hero. We've seen it time and time again, so not too much of a surprise here. And it'll be interesting to see what sort of an idea they might have had up against this, you know? Like, what do Execration have in mind? You've got to be thinking it's coming, so what kind of a hero do you want to get on top? Now, of course, Spectre is often seen as one of the better heroes in this case. You can use your hunt, you just pop right onto that illusion, boom, there goes your Drow aura. So they already have the Invoker, they already have the Nature's Prophet. If they want to start moving in towards that, would be a really solid option. You don't have to worry about the pick getting snagged at by TNC, which is great. But then, of course, it is a little bit of a double-edged sword. Mainly the fact that you're going to be dealing with Spectre, which you need to, you know, kind of get at least a little bit of farm. It's not so much that immediate Radiance Rush anymore, but you need to get up the urn, the drums. She still doesn't want that much pressure coming into her early, which you're definitely going to be getting here with the Vengeful Spirit, a Drow Ranger, and a Gyrocopter. So they're taking their time here, not too surprising. This is where you often see most teams use up the majority of their reserve time. It's these moments where the draft really comes into form. Now, what kind of stuff, you know, what are you thinking here? The Zeus? Zeus is pretty good with the Drow Ranger. It's always relatively squishy. Getting some fantastic Twitch ingest server stuff here. So this is great. Well, there's your Witch Doctor. And speaking of which, we have not yet seen our Chen, our little buddy, roaming around here, applying all that nice early pressure. Wouldn't be, honestly, the worst thing if TNC wanted to pick it up. Just add a little bit more push to their lineup, a little bit of sustain, a little bit of control as well coming out from the Chen creeps. You still have the option towards the Vistage. Not as popular as it once was. It was considered like, oh, you have to go for it. You know, it's there. Got to do it. But what about their kind of melee offlaner? You know, the Faceless Void is still left in the pool. They have the Vengeful Spirit. They're going to have the Witch Doctor as a slight counter to it, but you really don't mind these days. I think Faceless Void is just like the play here. It's great with Gyrocopter. It's great with Gyro Ranger. It's first banned out by Execration. That's just your classic caster dealing with stream issues and not watching enough of the draft. So they won't be able to get it, and instead they'll go with all the control of the Earthshaker. And the safe lane hero still looking to be found here by Execration. If you don't want to go for the Spectre, you know, if you feel like that's a little bit too risky, you want something that... Ooh, nice Doctor. That's an interesting pickup here. So, definitely a hero that can get right on top of the Drow Ranger. You do have the Fisher to try and control him up. You have the Vengeful Spirit, so it's not like your Earth Spirit, by the way, who's completely unmentioned in this pool, which is a little bit crazy. But, you know, your Earth Spirit, you know, your Tusk to roll right up on top of the Drow Ranger. But it'll be up to the Night Stalker trying to apply some pressure into that mid lane. It's pretty good synergy with the Invoker, at least in lane, where you get a little, you know, one cold snap is enough space to easily allow Night Stalker to suddenly run on in. So once that 4-minute mark hits, you could be looking at a Iron Talon Night Stalker, potentially, something we've seen quite a bit in the Chinese scene, where you just grab that Iron Talon, jungle your way up right to level 4 at 4 minutes, and you start roaming on the map and making the action happen. If I'm TNC right now, do I feel like they could get away with the Spectre? That's the question, right? Like, you can say, I think it's pretty clear to them that the Spectre is an option here. You know, they're not exactly the oldest team on the block here, so they're going to leave it. They don't want anything durable like a Wraith King, you know, and I think I agree with that. If they want to go for a Spectre, they want to try some sort of a more global strat, get on top of the Drow Ranger instantly, go ahead and go for it, because we're going to punish you. So, Execution need to be cautious. I think they're thinking more like a Juggernaut. Something just a little bit safer.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And they'll ban out the Viper as well here. That's pretty nice here. Would have been some interesting laning. If you just want to try like an offlane Earthshaker, you can certainly do it. Just kind of block the waves, wait for a little while your Drow Ranger, Gyrocopter, Vengeful Spirit get online. I think that's kind of the play. Just get a couple levels to help out, and then you can still get a Chen. It would be a little bit greedy, but are you going to get punished? I don't know. I don't think you would. Not too hard. The Enchantress also really... I think Enchantress would be kind of the play. It's a little bit easier to rotate around the map. Grab yourself a single little enchant, you know. Hop on into that lane, do a little damage. And Chen and Enchantress, they do also offer you a BKB cancel, but it's not going to be the offlane Earthshaker. So they're going to go with the Tidehunter, someone who can secure their farm a lot better than the Earthshaker can. You can grab yourself the Iron Talon, you can use Anchor Smash to go up against the Hard Camp, and as well as eventually the Ancients. So they should be relatively happy with that pick. And now, Juggernaut looking even better, I gotta say. Gonna have the spin, can be pretty good up against the Ravage. You know, it's not the hardest thing in the world to time, so you can have yourself a pretty good time with that. The only thing is, maybe they're thinking a little bit more control, like someone like the Spinner of the Wraith King. I really like those bans because of that, is that you're kind of asking for one more stun, you know, to help set up the Witch Doctor, help set in the roaming Night Stalker. So they will grab one, it'll be the Ember Spirit. So have yourself the Searing Chains, gonna have that Flame Guard up against quite a bit of magic damage here. Have from your Earthshaker, your Tidehunter, and of course your Vengeful Spirit. And our draft is set. Looks like everything's calmed down on the side of Twitch. This happened last time. I just let it roll and seems to be fine now. Seems to be enjoying itself over there. So thank you guys for joining in again. I am Mopex, the solo casting this one up for you guys. But then later on, don't worry, you're gonna have Durka and Nahaz taking over, and they'll be casting up a plethora of WePlay games for all y'all. So that should be a fun old time.
10 seconds remaining.
This stuff all looks good. All right, perfect. Now we're taking a little bit of time just to get our
5
last
seconds
heroes
remaining.
in. Alrighty, there we go. So, goodbye draft overlay. Shabam. And it looks like we'll be leading off with a pause. Many pings. All right, so they're saying, you can see that the pings here from Jon Snow. He's like, look, we got to secure this, man. I want my hard camp. I don't want them coming in and messing with this. It's one of the ways that he can help secure his farm. Possibly, you might have noticed maybe TNC's been coming in and warding up that camp quite a bit against certain teams. Like, there's some teams that love it. They will always come in, they'll always block off this hard camp, either on this side, or also over here, of course, on the Dire. So, what was my... Oh, it was like permanently drawing. That was kind of funny. All right. And that's actually what I would love to see here, because what a Tidehunter really needs to be extremely successful over here is he needs to be able to be at the tower. Like, yeah, he can contest, but it's a decent lane. Like, the Witch Doctor is better known as one of the supports that can actually zone out a Tidehunter, being able to take that early point into the Maledict. You can apply a lot of damage, waste all his regen. So Tidehunter is going to be a little bit more cautious. What's going to happen is he's going to have to roam over to the camp, obviously. And, you know, you cut yourself a little tree here, maybe. You start Iron Taloning it up. And then once the wave pushes in, you come on back, get all the experience. It's great. Like, this is the life for a Tidehunter. And the whole time he's hanging out here, you can even stack Ancients. It's pretty much the dream. Dire side offlane Tidehunter is sick. So, now the other issue, though, is if you come in and you actually block this off, right? Then this eliminates a massive amount of his, you know, jungling and net worth gaining capabilities. So you have to make a choice. Do you want to go full out, you just kind of roll on over here and start jungling? Well, if you're going to do that, you're not going to get any ancient stacks, and you're also obviously not going to be getting any experience near the tower if they allow you to come in, or if they want to come in for the push. So versus the Tidehunter and as well as the Lone Druid, I think a lot of teams should be prioritizing that camp. Alright, well, we're finally underway here. And it'll be a very early smoke up here from TNC. They're doing the new one, so this was something that was added with the last little update. You can do this little sneak around by the tower. Doesn't get spotted out. Pretty good. Now, who are they going to find? They got the Fisher to lead off. If they can block off one person. Oh, it could be the Invoker. Oh, come on. Get that Fisher. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the danger zone. Welcome to the Thunderdome. It's the one cut through. Oh, they're kind of messing it up here. It might be enough. Another Fisher, not gonna be able to come out here. Good tangle play there by a bed. And
30 seconds.
They couldn't quite get a slow and oh, they had the early precision aura as well. Well, it would have been a nice first pick for them to snag up there on the side of TNC, but it wasn't in the stars, guys. You know, sometimes it just happens. So they'll secure up the bottom rune. Are they gonna get top two? Yo, winners. Drown Invoker, they're duking it out. Who's got it? It's the Invoker. You know, he's got that auto right click thing turned on, but he's gonna die for it. Sunstrike will not be enough damage. Is there any style from anybody? Oh, come on now. This is way too greedy. You know that. Oh, if he comes up? No. Oh my, he came up? What? And now the treants are spawned out, they're just like, oh, come on. Alright. Stick plays. That ward paying off already here for the Radiant side. Oh, that was pretty much the best possible scenario for this Nature's Prophet. I
Don't you dare.
So far, Sam H, he's having himself a good old time. Until the Maldic comes out, it's pretty hard for them to actually get him pushed out of the lane here. And some Witch Doctors still don't do it. You know, plenty of Witch Doctors, they're always willing to just skip the Maldic.
That was a burn.
It's only certain players actually go for that early point, and obviously it is really matchup dependent, but the Tidehunter really is the most common one, so one can expect it to be coming out here eventually. The mid lane, of course, you've got your Gyrocopter. He's not doing that early points into the homing missile, which you'll sometimes see quite a few players very well known for that, putting it up in the mid lane. But for now, just holding on to the extra point, deciding does he have kill potential or does he need to hold on to the extra points in the flat cannon, just so that you can go over to those ancient stacks if you can manage to snag a few up there from his Tidehunter. Bottom lane, Witch Doctor's still level 1, so not able to grab this. Oh, AU hesitates for a moment there. Might have hit the Fisher block.
Illusion.
Oh man, these treants are just destroying him. Oh, alright, this Nature's Prophet is just crushing this lane. They get the Sunstrike kill up top. They're gonna have the slow though. The chase down begins. Won't be enough damage even with that aura. It is level 2. They've got the 1 point in the Frost Arrows. And then now finally cracking level 2. And he will take that point in the Maledict. So, we have our Ember Spirit though. He's far enough, he's feeling pretty safe, and it's not even nighttime yet. And once nighttime happens, that's when life gets really good. I have his Night Stalker just helping him out, showing up, doing whatever he likes. Oh, the TP in! Get that courier! Get it! Oh, dead! Alright. Stand in, BYB. This guy is the man. I haven't seen that much work from Nature's Prophet in a while. Damn, dude. The courier snipe and all. Alright, so what was on that one? That was nothing left on it. It was just the delivery. Oh, this is a little bit risky. I can turn up the game sounds a little bit for you guys. Jon Snow, just still doing his Iron Talon thing. You know, he's got the 14 CS. He's feeling pretty good, just about to crack level 4 at that 4-minute mark. It's so good, honestly. Iron Talon Night Stalker. I think we can expect to see quite a bit of it coming in at Shanghai. Ah, another one. Sprout into the Sunstrike. That global combo. And who are they going to give this one away to? Anybody? Nope. Salve. Nice living. He doesn't have mana for the Sprout. So not going to be able to complete that kill there. Alright, this music is like... Make sure we get our game sounds going here. You guys love your... Alright, that's like... Sorry guys, we're the last minute stream production here. It's alright though, they're coming in. They got the Fisher, they're going to try and lead left into the Magic Missile. I like this positioning. Come up on the high ground and go for it. But to bed, he's playing it safe. Some ward vision here. I'm not sure if he spotted the smoke itself, but you can tell by the way he's playing. He knows something's amiss. And it will be an unsuccessful smoke tank. So this is when you're looking for Jon Snow, you know, he wants to partner up with somebody. Oh, this is gonna work out well. This is not where you want to be as your Night Stalker level 4. Oh, of course, but they are gonna have a TP in, and nicely done. He's the Iron Talon. Wants to cut through that to guarantee it, but they're just using it for the Sunstrike. Fisher won't be enough to save them, so it's so nice to have this Night Stalker. You know, he always just needs a little buddy. So he just shows up right when he's needed. I have to say though, Sam, he is he's not having the best time. I thought, you know, he didn't commit towards the Iron Talon at all. He's only got the Quelling Blade. He hasn't been making use of the Higher Camp at all, so he's got levels, but I mean, he's the same level as the jungling. In fact, he's actually below the jungling Night Stalker in terms of overall levels. In terms of like farm, you can see he hasn't gotten anything. He's below his own Earthshaker. This Tidehunter, he might have needed to abandon the lane, even though he hasn't died. I don't know if it's worth it. Like, is he contesting the farm at all? No. Hammer Spirit's still sitting at the perfect 40 CS.
Just what the doctor.
I hear a Sprout, but it was cancelled. Oh, this is nice too. So they have this really aggressive ward now put down here. Keep an eye on the Tidehunter. This is where your Night Stalker could be rotating in for, but this is the target they want. It's a Raven. You know, he hasn't died in a while. Ever since that first little pick off there. They're going to find Winter over on the side. Looks like this will be the dive that we're going in for. Sunstrike, going to be off the mark. Going to be chasing, diving. Silence going to wear off here on Winter. Now there'll be a counter silence thrown up onto Jon Snow. Nature's Prophet needs to be coming in here. Needs to save with this Sprout. Can he get it is the question. No, the Bishop will guarantee that will not be happening. And they won't have another Sunstrike for quite some time, so it's a little bit of a feed up top. They come in diving for that Giant Ranger. Can't quite close it out though. Oh, rip. This is getting a little bit risky. The Sunstrike. Oh! Come on, you gotta know that's coming. Alright. Recovery. Gank is saved. Bottom lane, they're coming in. The Nature's Prophet. They got the Malik Depth already. Flame Guard going through. We'll get broken here. Sam, he's still running. Those boots, he's living. Now the TP rotation coming in from Winter. Mr. Winter G, small son. Not gonna be able to get the stun out though, so good TP. And the chase down from T, he also not gonna be able to grab anything. So, kind of a surprisingly, I want to say it's a little bit quiet. I know it's 1 kill per minute, but honestly, I expect more. You know, I expect like complete and utter chaos after the way our game opened up here. But Gyrocopter, you know, he's been relatively silent in the mid lane, just kind of pushing it with the flat cannon. He doesn't have, I don't think, they just got their first ancient stack going here. And now with it coming back into daytime, could be a while before we see anything coming up again here. Gonna be looking for the level 6 for engaging when they'd like to. Nice deep aggressive ward here. That's gonna be very helpful here for the dire side. Question is, did they see the Venge at all? It's hard to tell. Winter G Smallson, he is hasted running around. But the second this daytime breaks, it's not really, you know, there's nothing really in the cards here for Execration in terms of being aggressive. They don't really need to once it's the daytime. Oh, there's Nature's Prophet, man. That is a risky place to be. And this whole time, though, you can kind of feel that TNC is somewhat of a ticking time bomb. And then the levels start to come up here on the Drow. Obviously, the more points in the Precision Ore, the more into our own agility. They're already all sitting at a solid 36.
Top tower is under attack.
And there's some counter pressure being applied on the map here. Nando cutting the way with the Flame Guard.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And BYB, he's somehow holding this tower against 3 people just by pulling the waves. There's a TP down to the bottom lane. They're going to have the Fisher. But with the remnants, there's really no danger here whatsoever. In fact, it looks like they kind of want to make a plan damage. There they go. They got the tower, and then they'll just remnant away. No hope of a chase.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And they'll just continue to hold this tower up top, just using the treants. Using BYB's rotations.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, with all the free farm we're getting, we should be seeing at least some major items soon. Looks like there will be one engagement here. Sunstrike, only going to hit on the Winter G Small Sun. They're all dropping relatively low. Nando coming up top here. He's got the DD rune, so a couple little cleaves here. Now BYB again. Great TP in. Trapping in the Vengeful Spirit. Oh, they hand the kill right over Nando. What a nice guy.
Is under attack.
Alright, so up and running now. You can see over here on the side, we've got the Helmet Dominator up on your Drow Ranger. You've got just the Arcane Boots for now on your Tidehunter. Are they going to make this dive? They have the Silence. But the call down will come down first. There's the Void. Sunstrike. Not able to line up quite right. Coming through. And looks like this will be an easy pick off. Sam coming. He's got the Ravage now, but he can only really use it if they want to dive him. Fisher into a bed. Just not enough heroes. Won't be able to capitalize on it.
Radiant's bottom tower
And they'll get
is under
nothing.
attack.
Great, more picks here. And now, 8 kills here for Execration. It's looking good.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
So what do they, what's their go, Kyle? You know, they've got themselves the phase boost. They've got the drums, of course. It's your typical Nature's Prophet build. Jon Snow, he's got his urn up and moving in towards, is just the point booster? Yeah, so he's not going for the Midas. He just wants the
Radiant's
Aghanims.
middle tower is under attack.
It would have, I think it would have been early enough for the value Midas. Alright, there's the Fisher on Lumic. You know, sometimes you're support and you just pay for a ward here. Now, in this case, it's only going to be a sentry, which is kind of a benefit here. They may think that's actually an observer ward. And they're going to take this Ancient Stack as a group here. This time, there won't be vision on it, so there's no way for Execration to contest it. I think Sam H is actually going to be going for the mech first this game. Oh, can you imagine? Oh, here we go. Oh, alright, Sam H is going with the jukes. He knows. He knows. He's fine. But with the current lineup, like the whole idea, obviously, behind the Drought lineup is you just want to eventually push. You kind of hit this timing. You all have all this extra damage. You just need a little bit of sustain. So you grab yourself the mechanism rather than the blink, and you just use the thread of the Ravage to advance into them. The other big factor that's really missing from their draft is the control factor up against the Ember Spirit. Like, you have the silence from the Drought Ranger, and that's essentially it. So you really need that Blink Dagger up on top of the Earthshaker. He's going to be one of the heroes that honestly can actually do something about the Ember Spirit on the side of TNC. So the drums are now out for your Gyrocopter. No surprise here with this item build. Got your Yasha going as well. It's around that time. There's that mechanism. It is coming from the Tidehunter. Not going to be going for the blink. So good stuff there. Now, although they are taking time bomb TNC and the fact that eventually it's going to hit this point where they're going to seem rather, I would say, like almost unstoppable. Once this Battle Fury stats come out here from Nando, that's, I don't know, that's pretty scary. They have very good late game going with the Invoker and the Ember Spirit. Nature's Prophet, always very helpful going into that like 30 to 45 minute area. Oh, we're 13 minutes in. Yeah, okay, we can go.
I'm grateful to you.
So they're going to smoke in. This is your typical draft strat lineup. Grab the Roshan, and this is your real go call. Not too much they can do about it. BYB, he's up top. Of course, he can manage to pour himself in. They won't have the death ward up and available, though. And that's going to be, of course, one of their better tools for this. Nando not going to spot it out.
Dire's middle tower, Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Double damage.
Alright, and this is where Execration, they need to start thinking about their posturing, thinking about positioning. How are you going to approach these tower defenses? This is kind of where Lumic, he's hanging around here to help out the Nature's Prophet, but at the same time, this is kind of where he ends up dying. Yeah, so he's going to TP out first. Make sure he's going to be ready for this defense. And there's kind of a question of, can the Earthshaker just stop the TP?
Tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright, one down. One more tier 1 to go.
Radiant's
And they're going to
middle
TP the
tower is
Gyrocopter to
under
the bottom
attack.
lane. Nando, though, he's still working on it. He's getting up towards that Battlefield. He's got the bots, of course. So, with the Boots of Travel, as well as the Nature's Prophet, as well as the Sunstrike, and the roaming around Night Stalker, you gotta think, there's not too many places you would really feel that safe on the map as TNC. It does make it a little bit harder for them to get some aggressive wards. They get some nice ones, though, that are just about to expire. So, they're going to have to make another round trip around the map. And still have one down by the Roshan pit. They'll be there for a while, though.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Wow, free push mid. Nice. The Alacrity Fort Spirit. Looks like they're just gonna get it.
Dire's middle
Alright.
tower has fallen.
So no glyph up and available there. At least it'll be refreshed for them now, but... Let's see item choices here for Teehee. He's got the Helmet Dominator for himself. They can start bringing in a couple creeps with their big old aura strat, roaming on in. Mechanism just about done here for your Tide Hunter. That's got to be what they're waiting for. And this Blink Dagger as well. He's been up here for so long. And it's paying off. He's very close to it. He just went Brown Boots, Dust, Blink Dagger. No Arcanes, no Tranquils, no Soul Rings. Oh, Lumic. Again, these wards, man. They're costing him his life. He moves into the trees. He's got the TP. He needs to go for it now. Come on, TP. Oh, look at this. He thinks... He's looking for the long con. Oh, they're just going to wave. Oh, they don't know.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Jeez, Coconut's a steal, this guy. Look at him, just hanging out. And this is the perfect... They want to engage on this. Just because Lumic's in such a good position for it. There's the TP to the mid lane, though. Can he cancel the Drow TP? That would essentially be the play here. Top lane, Jon Snow not going to go. Adventure Spirit comes. Raven now in trouble. Thanks to Lumic just hanging around, waiting. They actually don't get to bounce onto the Alpha Wolf, but it's okay. Top lane, man, he has just been here for so long, and without the Blink Dagger though, on the Tide Hunter, he goes completely unpunished. Alright, well, no surprise here. I mean, you can all see it. It's kind of the way the game's been going. Despite the fact that they have gotten themselves the Roshan, the amount of space that's been given over to this Night Stalker as well as the Ember Spirit, it's showing up in the net worth graph. Nando obviously having the Battle Fury now. As you see the Courier fly out, Abed, he's up to the Aghanim Scepter and Blink Dagger. He can look towards his own boots of travel soon. And the global strat has completely come online at that point. Meanwhile, poor Lumic, you know, he knows he's not getting anything too big this game. He just has to go for a Force Staff up against the Drow. Alright, here's the smoke up. TNC, they've got that Aegis. They want to make use of it. It's going to be running out relatively soon, just about a minute left. So one more objective is the key. They're going to go where they have the vision. Nice aggressive wards into the jungle. But we already know they don't really have the lockdown for Nando. Fisher. Oh, here we go. Alright, the Blink there from AU. That's the key. Alright, that'll do it. I have not yet noted that one, but oh, look at that. 575 gold. Now you can pick him up some Arcanes. Life's good here. Doesn't get to deny, though. Well, that's perfect. You don't even have to use the Ravage. They're feeling good about that one. That's essentially the ideal pick-off here for a TNC. It's not going to immediately bring them back into the game, but got some nice gold up on AU. Got yourself some nice levels. You can start looking in towards a Force Staff if you'd like. Oh, bottom lane. They're on BYB. There's the swap. They will finally get this pesky Prophet. Ravage comes in right on top of Lumic as well. Oh, cast bounces. Oh, cast bounces. Oh, man, these were so lucky. Oh, the Courier coming, trying to get the visual won't be in time. Now coming with the Tornado and the Meteor. It is dropping it and dumping the damage. Sam H, he's down there. He's still in the trees, but there's no Ravage this time. Call down. Come down on top of a bed. Jon Snow, he's just running away, though. He's a Night Stalker. Oh, bed. There's a silence coming. It doesn't hit onto anybody, though. A bit. Oh, the blink. The last move, they just went to projectile. Into the trees. Teehee going down. And now it's just Raven caught in the middle of 3. What can he do? He's gonna just go for the Manta and the TPO, but there's the Cold Snap canceling that TP. You'd think Raven was almost baiting them back in, but it is he who is baited. And a triple kill for a bed. And it looks like Execration, well, they're looking to put this one to bed. Because this game is looking hard. Coming in, you get that great pick on top of Nando, but a little bit of a chaotic fight. It's always going to favor the side of the global. You know, they can all just show up, start duking it out. Oh, AU, no Fisher now. Jon Snow's gonna find him. They're gonna need the Sunstrike. Coming in, got him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, No chance to do anything about that from the Vengeful Spirit. He's going to have to watch his little buddy die. Oh, and a bet is so farmed after that engagement. He could just move straight to the Auctioning Core if he wanted to, honestly. He is just at that point of richness. Alright, the Night Stalker is complete. The Aghanim Scepter Gem, the Dream. Pretty much the only 2 items you need on this hero. Get yourself your urn as well, of course, that he said. And that's really all you want. The Iron Talon is just such an amazing item on this hero, honestly. Not only does it help you out for those first 4 minutes when you're just jungling it up, getting the levels, but it's the fact that you can actually make good use of your gem and your Aghanim Scepter, of course. Just for running in the map, the rewarding used to be you just need the Quelling Blade anyway, but this item has just really helped out the hero. We're about to find out our Roshan time. I think I'm just checking up all these high grounds, making sure. And he's like, oh, hey, that's a word, guys. Oh, he didn't talent it. Did he forget? Oh, can you not talent it from there? Or did he just, like, forget? He just paid this. He just gave this to the Witch Doctor. He's like, here you go, man. I want to keep my Invis rune. Find Raven. There's a TP nearby, though. Oh, Raven, he's going to know he was spotted when the Nature's Wrath comes down. Alright, there we go. Yeah, you just can't Iron Talon from the low ground. I hear a Searing Chains. Looks like they got the Tornado combo up with it, and the Meteor Blast Meatball just obliterating your Gyrocopter.
Fear quiets magic.
Nice little silence there on top of AU, just to make sure he can't engage on them when they're at the tower. There's a Sprout. Oh, there's a Blink away. TP. Jeez. We're all over the place here. They got the middle tower. BYB's just down here soloing the bottom tower.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
And the map is now fully closed in here for the side of TNC. Every tower lost up against an Ember Spirit, a Nature's Prophet, and a roaming Night Stalker. This is looking pretty scary. And he is in fact just going straight for the Auctioning Core. Who needs Boots of Travel? You know, everyone else is get the travels. It's fine. I bet he wants the big dirty. He's nearly there, honestly. You could even just go for the, you know, selling your Midas to get there kind of a play, but not quite yet. Too greedy for that. Come on now. So, what are they missing to really close out? They're going to go with the Aghanim Scepter. A little bit interesting when they have some heroes that clear waves. You'll often hear Nature's Prophet players talk about just the fact that if you don't have anything to clear waves, it's really great. But like up against the Gyrocopter, the Tidehunter, it's good against the Drow for sure, just because she doesn't have any sort of wave clear in terms of AoE. But it can kind of start feeding away a little bit of free gold, you know.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Alright, well here's your Desperation Smoke, but if they can get another pick off on Nano, this would be big. He's got that haste rune though. Oh, it makes it so hard. Oh, they're not gonna go for it. They're gonna wait.
Is under attack.
Jeez, Nando, he is just like, he is outie.
Dire's middle tower.
Well, it will mean that they do get the Roshan. Sunstrike comes in. They'll know they're doing it, but they can't get here in time, so instead they just immediately TP top.
Dire's middle tower is under
And
attack.
say, alright, let's go apply the pressure.
Fallen to the Dire.
John just randomly picks up Tranquils at 25 minutes. He's like, you know, I think I need these.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Saw 1437 getting those a couple games lately. Alright, well, they get the Gem of Revenge, they get the Aegis. They're starting to get a couple of these tools, but once again, like their net worth is just continuously moving up this way. And that's just, you know, that's what happens when you don't have any sort of a map. Auctioning core now done. This has been a very well played game by Execration. You know, they haven't had too many missteps. They've had great synergy, great engagements, just all showing up at the same time. And using the Invoker to its full effect as well. You can see a couple heroes comboing up together. Nature's Prophet, I gotta say, standout player, honestly. Early killing the Drow Ranger, killing off the Courier. He set himself quite the game. So what's your recovery here? Now, I think Execration, like, obviously it's turning into a little bit of a slow game, but it's because they know. You're up against Ravage, you're up against Echo Slam. The game really can get immediately turned around on you. You know, one wrong team fight. It can so easily be a 5-man wipe when you're up against Call Down, Echo Slam, Ravage, all with the Drow just kind of pelting away the swaps as well, just to kind of clean up the end of the fight. They definitely have the high ground defense tools. And you might be seeing into like a Rapier game, but Teehee, honestly, he's just not farmed enough to go into that. He still doesn't have a BKB. He went for the SMY instead, so despite having the Aegis, like, it won't be until the next Aegis that you might even possibly dream of a Rapier gaming, but don't get your hopes up, guys. Oh, there we go. This is Blinking a Bet. He's looking to put this game in the win column. There's the Blinking for it, 8. I think they will get a bet here. Just guaranteeing it with the call down, make sure no one comes in. So a bet feeds away his giant kill streak. 1,211 gold heading over to the Gyro Cop. Now Jon Snow, Nando, they're in here. And they're looking for, they got the Scythe, they got the chains. But Nando, yeah, unpunished. And back to the top lane, swap in onto BYB. There's the Echo Slam right on top of those streams for the extra damage. The pitcher comes in to stop Limit from doing anything about it. Alright. So Execration, they're getting a little bit cheeky here. They're trying some stuff and it's not quite working out. Oh, Nando. And it looks like Lumic. He might be in a world of trouble here.
Now rekindled.
Oh. Tire Slam is just fine. Oh, but the Force Staff! The place! Oh, the Fisher, they got him. So close. Oh, man, Nando is just like in here. They got the Night Stalker as well. They're going to lose the Drow as they are just on the run. They have the Ravage. They do not have the Call Down. There's no mana left. Nando feeling invincible. Still has his Manta Style. Oh, looks like he'll back away for now. TP coming into. Oh, what? He remnanted it over here and TP back in. That was quite the play. Fisher. Ravage. Nando? Nando? Alright. Plays were not made. Not too sure what just happened there, but once again, we're going to be feeding away these streaks. Oh, here we go. Hey, he's in trouble. Come on. This is not the place to be. Sandmaid's coming, trying to save, and now the Tornado is going to be top 2, the Sunstrike, and the Meteor come down on top of that big old Thunder. Crack Shaker, now going to pop, but he will go down. 1G Small Stone trying to escape. Doesn't have the swap this time. Can't lose that gem. Fisher going to help secure it. And make sure that he will live. They really can't afford to lose that. Jon Snow just roam around the map. I'm surprised they only lost the Tidehunter for that, honestly. Well, by the time they can ever mount any sort of an offensive again, we're going to have the Echo Slam ready. And the Ravage, it may be back by then. We'll see, they now have the Force Staff as well, so extra positioning tool is just so key for your Earthshaker. Oh, there we go. They do have to try. Oh, they cannot lose it. There's the swap out. Nicely done. He will lose all his mana. Oh, the Sun's coming in now. Jon Snow, he's in a little bit too deep. There's the Echo Slam, just to guarantee it. 1 kill at a time. That's the way you bring it back. They even got themselves a second gem. He'll just pop the dust and clear his inventory as fast as he can. Now Nando, he gets fished up. Oh, come on, this can't be happening. Oh, he gets casted. He can't get the silence off in time. Oh, Nando will live. So close. As Tornado comes through once more, the EMP, Sunstrike. AU living. Can't quite get the combo going. Same age. Oh man, 25 seconds before the Ravage happens. They do have the glyph. Oh, they cannot lose him. But it looks like they will. He's got no buyback. Bottom lane's going to be pushing in here by BYB. Coming in on your Nature's Prophet. He's trying to push them way up the top lane. BYB, he's just doing his business. They're running on in. Nando trying to hold him back. Won't be enough though. Get the one kill. Now BYB, he gets missiled up though. AU right on top of him. Chant Totem, who's coming in. Give me the Vengeful Spear. There's the Fisher as well. They might be able to get this. There's the swap, bringing them right back into the base. The wave gonna help TE finish him off, but now back in the top lane of bed. Pushing away here. They're getting split on all sides, and it looks like a melee Rex is gonna go down here. The silence will not be able to cancel the blink, of course. No damage coming out there. And TNC, they seem to be on the cusp of a defense here, but they can't quite pull it off. And so they'll finally lose the melee Rex. But all in all, the fact that they're holding this long, it's rather amazing. And the total net worth gain, though, is really not that high. A couple pickoffs, but nothing too wild. So still sitting above 15k. Question is, though, how much has it been giving over to... Oh, Teehee. Oh, Teehee. 6k gold and you tease me like that with a Scotty? No BKB? No rapier? Teehee.
Stains, gold remains.
Oh. Hey, he was trying to get this off here. Courier comes in. Poor staff trying to keep him alive. Strike! Alright, there's the mech. Oh! That was so close. Stopping that TP.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Alright, what do we got here? Got ourselves a Ravage, it's up, it's ready. Got ourselves our Echo Slam. All, you know, all hands are on deck. It's gonna be daytime as well, but even then you don't feel that safe around the map anymore. It's gonna be a longer spawn on the Roshan. Your BKB done here now. For your Night Stalker, that's gonna be nice. After getting soloed up there by AU, you know, he's had enough. Not gonna be able to find the crit there. I feel like they might need some sort of a smoke play. It seems like it's the only way they're gonna be able to get anywhere outside their own half of the map here. He's trying to pick off BYB. He's been doing a really good job to get the AC up as well. Just continuing his ratting capabilities. Oh, Vengeful Spirit in here very deep for this D ward. Too deep, in fact, can't even get it off in time. Tornado comes through. Teehee, oh, this might be bad. I don't know if they can engage upon this. There's the Night Time now coming out though, but AU's coming in. He needs to hit something big here if they want this to pay off. Oh, they're gonna cancel his blink. Kana coming through. They're gonna keep chasing. This is really risky. Nature's Prophet, he is left. He's going to the mid lane. He wants the buildings. He's going for some objective gaming here, and they just need to slow down that gyrocopter. And if they do so, what are they gonna have? Nando's just up top, getting rid of that last range Rex. Nothing they can do about it just from the drought. Now the engagement has it down bottom. John still coming with the BKB now on top of TV. Well and away. Down he goes. And top. Jesus game. BRB shows up, blinks it right on top with the Sprout. AU stuck in place, no force available. There's the crit. Johnson running with the silence top of Sam H. TE back up with that buyback. Tornado coming through though. They can start throwing down more combos. That Octarine core. It never ends, but again, can't quite get it to connect. And the follow up probably wasn't there anyway. It's so depressing when you can't even get the ward. So Roshan's now back up. They can just pop that right on top of Nando if they'd like. Probably the play. Oh, I have to go in the pit. Oh, okay.
Roshan has fallen
Alright. Any other exciting, you know, we Aether Lens on AU. That's something else to try and help this high ground defense. Other than that, it's not too much. And with that Aegis being gone, of course, your dream of like potential rapier. I mean, he bought Scotty anyway, so what does it matter? But slowly but surely, each one of these little win conditions is fading away here. Oh, the refresher now finished up on your invoker. That is terrifying. It's okay. If you can't hit the combo, just do it twice.
Double damage empowers me.
Alright, they're just like popping dust here. Hey, you. His smoke pops. Not sure if they noticed though. It is because of Nando. There's the Echo Slam. Just trying to hold in place. I don't think they're fault. There's a silence. Oh, they need it so bad. But Luma comes with a cast and this one as well. Nando not able to be brought down. Tornado coming through. Raven, Johnso, battle the BKBs up there. Lumix looks like he's still living with that healing. Coming out. There's the Raven Smoke. Can they get Nando? There's the Aegis. He grabs himself up the gem, but the Tornado's going to be able to finish him off. And that is no buyback. Sunstrike comes through. The GG's already called out. They're going to lose the draw. That's everybody. And Execration. Play a fine game, honestly. Up against the Drow lineup. They picked something that they were able to hold. They allowed TNC to farm up on the Drow, but at the same time they traded out free farm on Ember Spirit. He was never contested in lane. There was no rotation down to do anything about it. And so that's what ends up happening. He just kind of took over the game. And so BYB secured that early game so well. Like